Hi friends, welcome to our tutorials. In today's episode, we will learn what is Angular property binding. In previous tutorials, we have seen what is data binding. We have explored and implemented interpolation. In this tutorial, we will learn all about property binding. So property binding is a technique through which you can associate any property of an HTML element or Angular element dynamically. You'll learn more about it once we get started with practical. But before we proceed, friends, I request you to kindly subscribe to my channel so to keep supporting me and encouraging me. If you have any questions, any doubts, feel free to add them in the comment section. I will be happy to help you for free. Let's get started. All right, so in the previous tutorial, we learned about interpolation, right? Just to give a quick recap, interpolation is to bind data from controller to template using double curly braces. You put the variable name and that would be displayed. Now let's learn about property binding in this. So properties are nothing but, let's say for example, you have an anchor tag. So we will say, so this is a link and href is the property. Similarly, title you can give, right? Well, let's say dashboard, go to dashboard. All right, now let's see this first in our browser, how it looks. So this is our dashboard link. When you take the mouse over, it says go to dashboard. Simple, neat. So we'll work with this to start you and to explain you the importance and understanding of property binding. So now I don't know what will be the value of this URL. So in most cases, when we use ng for loop, the we try and build the URL dynamically. We try and build the values dynamically for title. We try and build style properties. So anything that goes with HTML attributes is property binding in Angular. Let's see that in example. First, I'm going to remove this here so it doesn't have any title. I'm going to component and so let's see this. Now I'm going to declare a value and I'm going title value is equal to, right? So this is a dynamic value and I'm saying I have this value which comes dynamically and I go to template and here I want to bind it. Now when you do this, you will see that it is coming up as title value and not the actual value. So see, this is not the value we want. We want the value as go to dashboard, which should come from component. So the technique is you need to bind that property and tell Angular that you are trying to put the value and not the variable. So now you see the difference. Now it is showing you value actual go to dashboard, right? If you don't put this square bracket, it will not work. So remember, this is the mistake that a lot of people do. Now similarly, a URL, I want to have a dynamic URL, no problem. Let's put that. So I have a URL value. Now let's go to template. And again, similarly, we need to add brackets. That's it. So now you would see the value is still dashboard. Here you can see at the bottom and it will try and go to dashboard. You can use similarly for img src. You can use and give the path of the image here dynamically. I will leave this as an exercise, but to give you hint, you need to place the bracket and provide the variable name here. This is how you bind any attribute or property binding. Similarly, we have class name, so we can use ng class equal to. We have ng style, we can write ng style equal to. We have covered in detail about ng class and ng style in our previous tutorials. Please don't miss it. So this is how you bind any any attribute, any property to any element using Angular property binding. This was about the explanation of property binding with some examples. Stay tuned. Next up is the event binding. If you have any questions, add them in the comment section. I will be happy to help you for free. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much.